Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen? You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
what's on your
Share
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
Hey, what's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind?
Share what you thinking, what you thinking.
What's on your mind? Hey.
You know you love me. Hey guys, hold on one second. I ran into a technical glitch here. Give me a second. I'm going to play some music while you guys wait. Hold on. This. Okay, now can you hear me? Yes. Okay, I think you can hear me. If you can hear me, drop some ones down in the chat for me so that I know you can hear me. Just making sure. It looks like that you can, but I just want to be for sure. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Happy Monday. If this is your first time here, my name is Miss Jen, and around these parts, I am your gatekeeper in chief. We are here to talk about all the drama, all the mess, all the family secrets, all the side eyes, and all the eye rolls, and everything else happening over there on Beyond the Gates. Before we get started, let me give a big shout out to our moderators because they help keep this community running smoothly. Thank you all for everything that you do. To everybody watching live, also. Already down in the chat cutting up, welcome in. And to my replay gang, those of you who are listening later, that may be watching after work, after dinner, or after the kids are gone to bed, thank you too. Be sure to leave your comments because I do go back and read them. And I have to say before we jump in today's episode, yesterday's Beyond the Gates Behind the Gates was fabulous. Would y'all believe that we had 8 people, new people that you all have never heard come up. We had 8 people on panel at one time yesterday behind the gates. And it was good. It got heated a little bit. It was funny a little bit. You know, we had a good time. We had a time. Y'all see, y'all may not know this, but we was back there 3 hours. We was back there 3 hours for what I thought was going to be like a 40-minute in out. No. We had a time last night. We did. We had a time last night. We really did. So if you're in that membership, baby, I suggest you get back there because back there we allowed to say a few more things than we don't say out here. You know, we keep family business in the family get together. Okay. It was a good time. Now, I'm not gonna tell y'all who came up now because that ain't none of y'all business who came up new. You had to be back there if you want to know who came up. But thanks to everyone who participated and helped make it such a great conversation. Give me one more second, you guys. Okay. My lips feel tired today for some reason, so I had to do what singers call lip trills. So that's So I had to mute you all right quick. And even still, they still feel a little bit tight. So I hate that because a lot of talking can cause the muscles here to kind of, you know, do a thing. But anyway, thank you to everyone who participated yesterday and made it such a great conversation. Now let's get into today's episode. But before we do, hold on, let me get rid of this. Y'all know we got to go down here and see who down here typing in these comments, child.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Well, I will tell you who's typing in the comments. Let me see. Let me slide over to the comments. I thought I put the comments on stage earlier. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. All right, there you guys. Comments are there. Let's make them big. What? Okay, there we go. All right, and hi to your panel again. All righty. So down in the comments today, we have Miss Elaine. Hey, Elaine again, girl. How you doing? I enjoyed Elaine yesterday. Elaine, let me tell you something, girl. You be giving me life, child. Because Elaine gonna let you know. Elaine gonna let you know. And I love a person that can just shoot straight. I mean, I don't want to use that word, child, that can just come straight from the cuff, okay? And Elaine gonna let you know how she feels. She gonna say it with passion. She gonna say it, girl. And then you and Var had a minute back there, child. It was something. It was beautiful. I enjoyed it. It was nice. It was real family oriented. So get your membership if y'all intend to come back there and hang with us when we do that, because we respect your climate, okay? We did. Anyway, Elaine says, hey, Miss Jen, cousin Linda, KB, Bilo DD, Officer Belinda, and Mr. Raven Maniac. Linda says, greetings, gatekeepers, and hello to you too. Miss Lil is also in the house, and she says, good evening, Miss Jen, gatekeepers, and to the mods. And also we have Myrtle Tister, who is also in the house, and she says, hello, Miss Jen, gatekeepers, and to the mods. Lightning Storm is in the house and says, good evening, gatekeepers, as well. Belinda Hill, the officer of the doggone like button, so be sure that you hit the like button. While I'm talking, let me hit the like button on my device. Okay, now I am in compliance. I'm also going to take a moment to go over to my other channel, my other device, and hit the like button there as well. All right, hello to you too. And Coretta JV5 says, good evening, Miss Jen, Mars Gatekeepers, and happy Monday. Thank you so much. Miss Kiki is in the house. She says, hello, Kiki. Did you enjoy back behind the gates with Beyond the Gates yesterday? Did you enjoy yourself? Because I know you was like, oh God, oh Lord. She don't know y'all can cut up like that. She didn't know. Lightning Storm says, so did I miss it in some past episode? Where is a Peaches? Did her illness take I don't know. I mean, I know this was overnight, but a phone call would have sufficed. A mention, an honorable mention song. Cynthia Willoughby says, hello, everyone. Hello to you too, Cynthia Willoughby, as well. Belinda Hill says, y'all hit that like button on your way in and subscribe to this channel so we can see all the awesome things Miss Jen is doing over here on this channel. That's true. I am awesome. I is good. I is smart. I is intelligent. I don't know what the other one was. You is good. You is smart. You is important. Okay. So thank you. And to Coretta. Okay, that's Coretta saying she can hear me. Rhonda Reed's in the house and says, good evening, everyone. Hey, Rhonda Reed. Girl, where was you at yesterday when we was doing that membership live? Where was you at? Oh, you're not in the membership. Okay, well, that's why you wasn't back there. Okay, there, girl. You missed it. We had a good time. We had a time last night. We dined. Okay, Frank G. Life says, hello, Miss Jen, mods and chat. Let's see. Did they unalive her from sickness? I don't know. She was fine. The last time we saw her, she was at the country club eating caviar she didn't want. Scarlet Speedster's in the house and says, good evening, Miss Jen, Mod Squad, and Gatekeepers. Hello to you, too. Me and Var had to give ourselves a timeout. They did. They was like, we just going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout. And they did. They both just cut their mics off and agreed to say nothing for a few minutes. I mean, it was so funny. It was cute though. It was funny. I was in the bushes on Friday Night Live when y'all was going off. Oh, but see, we had a live yesterday in the membership, a membership only. It was called Beyond the Gates, Behind the Gates for the membership only. And baby, we had a time. Hey, Jasmine. Jasmine was in there. She know. Frankie like hello while using the bushes. Did you hit the like button, Belinda? And you know. Kiki said yes, she enjoyed herself. Rhonda Reese said, what time did it start? It started at 6:30, but it was for the membership only. So if you're not in the membership, you didn't get no notifications. Yes, I always hit the like at Belinda Hill when I come into a live. We went behind the scenes to talk about how we really feel about some things that we don't talk about out here. You know, we talked about some things. We did. We had a kiki. We had a couple of arguments. It was nice. It was not your dad. I did. Okay, so with that, you all, I'm going to unlock these gates and see what had happened today on Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. Well. We picked up today at the hospital where all of the family, well, most of the family, a lot of the family was gathered, doing the things that people do when family is gathered at a hospital. It felt like a family gathering. They were bringing food. Danny brought food, and they were sitting around looking on their phones. And this took me back to many times, baby, when I've had to sit this like this for my mom or for my dad. But you know, that's really something when the whole family is gathered and you, hey, bring me something. And I know my mother laughed one time because she was kind of out of it for a few days, and she came back. She said, "All of y'all look like y'all been down there eating them cookies and thinking." Let me tell you something. That hospital my mama was in, they had a bakery, and when I tell you that bakery had the best cookies and danishes and deliciousnesses, and we was all eating, and then after 5 o'clock, it was all 50% off. So you know we had to go down there and get down on it. You know, we was down there gathering and collecting all of the danishes and the cookies that we could. You know, we had to keep our strength up, you know. So anyway, this is what this was reminding me of. People talking softly, looking through old pictures, you know, trying to keep each other's spirits up. Doing just what family do when somebody you love is having surgery. Meanwhile, Shanice finds Leslie sitting alone in that room in that room that she was in. And she said, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "Making paper chains and I just would like for things to be brighter for Eva when she wakes up and doesn't have to look at such a drab room. I know you told me not to decorate, but I did." You know what I find interesting, because I love to look at stuff like this. So whoever took the time to make the paper chains, they made it match the curtains exactly, because that's what you have to do in television. You can't have stuff in the room that don't match. The actors have to match each other. The background have to match what they're wearing. Either the actors are going to be dressed to match the room, or they're going to be dressed to match each other. Okay. So even the extra stuff in the room, like this paper chain that she was making, has all the colors that the curtains have in it, and or the colors that Shanice is wearing. Therefore, tying everything together for your eye. Just a little sidebar. Anyway, Leslie says she wants the room to be bright and cheerful when Eva wakes up and not look like just another hospital room. Shanice tries to be kind to her, and immediately Leslie started panicking. She was like, "Why are you being nice to me? Is something wrong with my child? Is that why you being nice?" Because she ain't used to her being nice. You know what, girl. It just dawned on all of a sudden, wait, girl, you being nice. Why you being nice for? Because, girl. But she said she was simply just trying to show some compassion. Now, over at the precinct, Miss, oh Lord, this thing wrote her name down long. What is their mama name? What is the mama name? My paper way over there. Anyway, I know it begins with a D. It's not Dolores. It's not Delilah. What's the mama name, y'all? Because it'll come back to me, but I can't think of her name right now. It ain't like she been on here that minute. Darlene. Okay, Darlene. Okay. So anyway, Miss Darlene is over there talking about, you know, things in the family. And Isaiah had told them that they could go home early, okay? And Isaiah had told them to go home, but Darlene wishes that they had stayed. Do you really? Well, I guess she do. This her son going through a thing, you know. Elon says, hold on. She also told him how happy she was to see he and Elon connect, the way that they did at the hospital. And Elon was like, well, that's my son. So, I was going to be there for him. But, it was only one conversation. Elon, I know how it is. You don't want to be too happy so you don't be disappointed. That's what people be doing. They don't really want to show how happy they are about stuff. And this is what Elon doing, playing the tough man right now. But anyway, she just happy to have seen her boys, her men, get along for once. At this point, she'll take any progress that she can. Now, back over at the casino, Vanessa wants Joey to go to the hospital, but Joey refuses. He says, I don't want any problems with Elon. He doesn't want his presence causing trouble for Isaiah. Really? Really? Have we seen Darlene and Elon come face to face just yet? And when y'all do, I bet not detect the ounce of uncomfortableness. I bet not detect just a piece, just a little sliver of we used to go together or we had a thing. Huh? We better not see it because we going to be looking. Anyway, he said he don't want to go around there. He don't want to, he don't want to cause no problems with Isaiah. So meanwhile, over at Orphe Jeans, Martin, Anita, and Vernon are together. It's primary day. Martin is nervous. He worked hard for this election and he hopes that he can keep his seat. Then he gets up and he holds a little press conference with this one guy, or maybe it's just a taping he was doing, to say that the money raised from the fundraiser will go towards people impacted by the tornado. Wow, wonderful is that? But I do have questions for the three of you. Primary or no, why y'all ain't got y'all bus down there at that hospital? Kat is in surgery for a surgery she didn't want to have. The girl was scared out of her brains. I don't care. I don't care. Y'all should have been there just in case any little thing had a went to the left or she had woke up on the table asking for one of y'all. I don't care what had happened. Y'all didn't have no business down. The primary results, you could have done this announcement later, Martin. But you know what? You down here advancing your career instead of over there at that hospital with your sister. And I don't know. I mean, I know everybody trying to go on and whatever, but I don't like it. I ain't got to be 100. I'm just for Kat. I ain't got to be just for Kat because I done told y'all I ain't got no dog in this race. It ain't right for y'all to leave that girl there when she's scared. She ain't never been in the hospital. She ain't never had no surgery. I'm not following. I'm upset about this for Catherine. Kat deserve better than this. I'm just saying. Now, anyway, y'all sitting right there in here when y'all should be sitting over there in that waiting room worried, sick just like everybody else, and y'all over here doing press conferences. Maybe it's just me, but I would have been parked in that hospital. Now, back at the hospital, speaking of, Joey and Vanessa are, they not the hospital, but Joey and Vanessa are joking around. I don't know why that wrote down the hospital because I did not say that, chat. You always trying to do too much. Anyway, they're teasing each other. Joey and Vanessa are about what it would be like if Joey were to retire and do something different and blah, 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 blah. And he said, you would still be finding trouble to get into. Then he reminds her that a vacuum cleaner is sitting in his utility closet if she ever wants to play wife. Now, wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Park right here. Maybe that vacuum cleaner is in there. But Joey, please don't forget if you got anything else hidden in that closet, because you specifically said in the utility closet. Are we about to have her go say, you know what, I'm a vacuum and show him what I could do? And then she open up that closet and something fall out of that and let her know what you had did to her husband or something that she don't know about you hidden up in that closet. I want it to be so. Please make it so. Thank you, writers. Meanwhile, Shanice tells Leslie that no, Eva is not passing away. Leslie says everything that happened has changed her. She says she's changing. I am changing. Girl, we don't believe you. We do not believe you. But you go on with that. We know you feeling sad. This is what people be saying when they sad. I know when I ain't never gonna do it. And then you know what else? And I'm gonna do this here. And I'm gonna do that there. And then the minute things go back the way your way, then you don't be remembering nothing you said about the changes you was about to make. But anyway, she said she was about to change. She gonna turn over a new leaf. And Shanice says, well, that sounds promising. Girl, you said that right. That does sound promising. Now, Tomas went over and approaches Isaiah and suggests they bury the hatchet for now. Okay? They both worried about the women they love. They both want answers. So they agree to keep peace because, you know, Isaiah done let him know, man, I ain't forgot what you did to my baby. I ain't forgot what you did to my baby. I ain't about to forget all that. And I don't blame him. Excuse me, drinking some water. And I don't blame him. You know what I'm saying? Especially not now. A Willis 244. Is this your first time commenting? Let me know so we can give you your official welcome over here as a gatekeeper. If it's your first time commenting, A Willis 244. Is this your first time commenting? Let us know. All right. So anyway, they agree to keep peace. And finally, Anita, Vernon, and Martin finally bring their behinds on around there to the hospital. And I'm telling y'all, I don't know how I feel about them leaving in the first place. Cat in surgery. I don't care if it's primary day. Y'all shouldn't have left. So Anita went to go visit Leslie. Leslie says, I guess you're here because you want to gloat about my house being destroyed. And Anita said, no, I do not. You know, okay, this is going to be interesting. I'm going to try to do both their voices because their voices are so close. Let's see. So Leslie says, I assume that you're here to gloat about my house being destroyed. And Anita says, no, I'm not. I know what it's like to be hurt because of your child, and I just wanted to come and offer you some support. So Leslie points out that Anita has a huge family supporting her. And I don't have no big Braxton family values. Trisha, girl, we know when you be off script. Trisha be putting some stuff in it. She's like, I ain't got no Braxton family values out there waiting on me. It's just me and Eva. And right now, I'm fighting for her. So Anita invites Leslie to come and sit with her family. We can be your family for today, but there's one condition. If you can behave yourself. Leslie agrees. And honestly, I really like this scene because it speaks to who Anita really is at her core. You know, like, I ain't forgot, but there's a time and a place. I always say she reminds me of one of my cousins. Because this is how I can see her conducting herself with something. I don't like what's going on, but here's what we about to do. Because let me tell you something. My cousin will come rally up everybody. So let me tell y'all something. We ain't about to do it. You ain't about to say it. And we about to do this here. Am I clear? And she be meaning what she has said, okay? But anyway, she says, one condition, if you behave yourself. Leslie agrees. I ain't going to do nothing. So anyway, a mother is a mother. So for one moment, Anita wasn't dealing with a schemer. She wasn't dealing with an enemy. She was dealing with another mother who was terrified. Meanwhile, Vanessa is watching the Duprees support each other, and it affects her. So she gets up and she makes a phone call and calls her daughter, Deanna. And she gets on the phone and she's like, Deanna, this is your mother. Hold on, do I have a picture of that? Or no, I don't think so. I'm just gonna put this up for now. She was talking to Danny, but after they got through talking, she went and made a phone call. Deanna, this is your mother, and I just want you to know that I love you no matter what, and that's never gonna change. Now Chelsea and Vernon share a moment talking about Cat 2 off to the side. They have a chat. Some of my pictures got out of order, but give me a second. Let me find them. Where is Chelsea and her grandfather standing off to the side? Hold on. She got on those black and white pants. Where are you pictured? There you are. Okay, so they share a moment standing off to the side and he recalling that, I know how close you guys are. And, That's how you became Chelsea Cat and all of that stuff. And it was a nice little conversation, a little check-in for them as well. I'm still looking, trying to check something. You're right. Only the cousins was there for Cat as far as blood. Tomas was too. Okay, hey, well, listen, I ask you again. Is this your first time commenting down in the comments? If it is, I just want to give you your official welcome. If not, then we won't worry about it. Okay, now, Isaiah asks Naomi to go get something for him because he refuses to leave that hospital, unlike a lot of folks around there. Okay. So Ted and Martin also get a moment to talk. Ted tells him he hopes he wins the election. Martin says he would gladly give all of it up if Cat and Eva would be okay. Really? Really, Martin? Is that how you feel? Then why you had to leave to go make announcements about stuff then, sir? I don't want to be too critical. You know what I'm saying? But you should have been there. You know, like the song say, gotta be there. You got to be there. Somebody got to tell you that. Anyway, Vanessa then corners Danny about the elevator situation with Bill. She was like, girl, let's talk for a minute. Come in, let me talk to you. Come here, let me talk to you. Come here. What happened with Bill? She said, girl, you know, I went down there to that office and I went down there to talk to Bill and nothing happened. We've decided. In other words, they have coordinated that lie. They're sticking to that lie. And Vanessa says, well, that's good. The cheating scandal has been avoided. And then here come Andre behind him. He was like, cheating? Who's cheating? Vanessa starts talking fast. She was like, oh, let me tell you. So this 90-year-old woman was down to the casino cheating on the cards. And I got the dealer not to tell Joy. And he was like, oh, I get it. So the cheating crisis is averted. No, what it means is later on when he find out, he going to be mad at you too. Because now he know you was in on it and you was lying too. And then he going to tell Danny, that's what you get for hanging out with somebody. Because monkey see, monkey do. And we all know the kind of stuff Nessa did, done, and has been involved with. Watch and see. Mm-hmm. Watch and see what I tell you. He about to catch an attitude with everybody. Now back at the casino, Joy is furious that Jacobs keeps questioning him about this impaler because Elon had come in there to see him and he was like, I need for you to get your son off my back. He always questioning me about being an impaler. I'm not the impaler. Okay. And I don't appreciate being said that I got something to do with the impaler, like me and the impaler know each other, even though he noticed his sister. Sidebar. He tells Elon to keep Jacob away from him, or he might decide to make Jacob part of his operation too. You see what I'm saying? He was like, either keep your son from over here, or I'm going to put him on payroll just like you. Your son going to find out you a dirty cop. Keep on. Just keep on. I was like, okay. Now, Jacob later tells Darlene not to push Isaiah too hard. He's like, listen, don't push too hard, Mom. You know how much she cares for Eva. You're just going to have to learn how to get along with this girl. Now, she may have a past that's a little bit sprinkly, you know, with some things, peppered with a few things, but he loves her. And she was like, yeah, I know. I will, because I don't want to do anything that's going to cause him to not come around. Because he already done told me if Eva can't come around, he won't be there. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what somebody in your corner would do. Stand by your corner. He gonna stand by you. And Isaiah is standing by Eva. I don't care what nobody say. Now, one of the biggest scenes of the day for me was when Leslie decided to come down and join the family. She comes down and the elevator doors open and she opens and she's standing there by herself. And Anita walks right over and welcomes her into the waiting area with them. Let me tell you something. Anita and Vernon run that family. When they decide somebody gets grace today, everybody else falls in line. Leslie sits down and she thanks everyone. And she says Kat risked her life for Eva and that she hopes this can be a new beginning and that she's never going to forget it. And I'm going to change. Girl, I don't believe you gonna change, girl. I want you to change. This would be a lovely time for you to change. It would be a great place on script for you to change, but I don't know if they're gonna let you change, girl. I don't know. Now Martin says, oh wait, I'm sorry. Chelsea reminds everybody that Kat made this decision by herself. And I do want to say that Kat did make this decision by herself. I know that some of you feel like she was pushed, but I feel that Kat made this decision on her own. I think this is why, well, she was determined to. And I think this is why she wanted to go off by herself, why she didn't want to be bothered. She didn't want anybody talking to her. She went to talk to her grandmother, and she said that her mind was made up when she got there. Really, I just needed a sounding board. Maybe she had to find the reasons why she would do it. Maybe she had to make peace with why she was doing it. But I don't think anybody made Kat have surgery. I know some of you may feel that way, but I do not feel that anybody made Kat have surgery. I think that Kat is stronger than that. I really do. Because again, I think this Catherine character, Kat is growing into Catherine. And I think Catherine is a little bit more strong-willed than that. I think that she has an opinion of her own more than that, especially where her life and body are concerned. She didn't even take that BRCA test when, nobody was able to make her do that. So I think that it was really a big moment that Kat did this. And I think that this is a great thing that Chelsea points out, that Kat made this decision all on her own. And I want her to have the credit that she made that decision on her own. Not because I'm trying to shield somebody from what I feel they did and didn't make her do. I feel that it was a mature, I think it was a bigger than her moment. I think it was a heroic thing. I think it was a lot of things. And I think that her processing the way she has to process is just the way she has to process. Linda, you may be behind. You may want to log off not log off, but you may want to go out and come back in, like go out of YouTube and come back. Because if you're commenting on when I said what is Darlene's name, you are way behind, way behind. Okay, now, so I'm saying you need to refresh your feed. All right, now, Martin says that she needs to tell Kat that when she wakes up. That's what he told Leslie. He said, you need to tell Kat that when she wakes up. Ted says that he has 2 strong daughters, and he know that's why the decision was made. He believes that both of them will be okay. When the doctor arrives, he comes and tells them that the transplant was successful. You know what I ain't appreciate from you though, Mr. When Dr. Mr. and Tiffany Blue. I do not like that you was talking so slow. You need to get to the point, like Leslie told you. Look, dispense with all of the legality. Let's just get on to it. Is my daughter? Are they all right? Are they okay? What happened? Because he was, well, we have permission to give you the information, and since they both, she was like, excuse me, can you just get on? Can you just get on? Okay. But at either rate, he said that the transplant was successful. Both girls were stable. Both girls are doing well. Everybody is relieved, and especially Isaiah. So Leslie asked Ted and Isaiah to come see Eva. And meanwhile, Tomas gets informed. Hold on. Okay. So Leslie and them tell Isaiah he can come right on back with them, because they said only 3 at a time can go back there. So while he's getting told that he's going to be within the first 3, okay, Tomas is being informed that he is not. Tomas was informed that he would not be part of the first grouping that goes in, or the second grouping. You got to wait. I mean, we're a big family. You need to wait your turn. You need to wait your turn. You need to wait your turn. Which I still think is appropriate, because Tomas, you ain't done as much as Isaiah's done, sir. You almost acted like Martin now. I mean, you there. But I'm just saying. I know you ain't like that, though, because he said, oh, this sounds like fam before man. However you want to say it, however you want to rhyme it, whatever you want to say, sir, we don't care. You ain't going in there yet. Take a number. There are levels to this, okay? Now, Eva wakes up, and she asks, what happened? And they were like, there was a tornado. She's like, oh, yeah, I remember there was a tornado, and I was with Kat. And then she learns that Kat saved her life, and she was looking like, what? Now, in Kat's room, however, things are Very different. She's still unconscious. Nicole sits down beside her and she starts talking to her. She tells Kat that she knows who she really is, that deep down, she's the type of person who would do anything for the people that she loves. She tells her to wake up, to open her eyes, roll them the way she always does, anything, she would take anything because the sooner she wakes up, the sooner everybody can love up on her some more. Meanwhile, Tomas asks if this is okay. I discovered that and put it in here a second time because they wouldn't let him in there to see Catherine just yet. Chelsea's like, no, you ain't going in. We'll let you know though. You'll be in the next group. Step aside. Then Nicole comes out and he's up. Then she says they need time to strategize how they're going to handle Kat when she wakes up. Now that is love. I don't really know what they meant by that, but okay. Because she's probably going to be going through a flood of emotion. So maybe she's talking from a psychologist's point of view, where she's like, we're going to need to deal with Kat the right way when she comes up out of this, because she's probably going to be going through a flood of emotions, and all of that could affect her health, her blood pressure, her levels. So I think that they need to, I think that they do need to strategize or have a plan, meaning that we're all going to go in and speak a certain way, act a certain way. Don't go in there overwhelming her. Don't go in there asking her a bunch of questions. She's probably going to cry. Like she probably has to walk them through what they're going to deal with when Kat wakes up, and the best way to deal with that. This is her mothering in her own way. You know, everybody doesn't mother the same way. So for Nicole, she wants to make sure that emotionally Kat is taken care of when she wakes up too. I don't see anything wrong with that. She has the knowledge on how to do that. So I think that that's an okay thing, that she wants to see to it that her daughter gets the right thing. Because see, like, let's take for instance Eva, right? Eva wakes up and she gonna have to deal with her mama. Oh God, isn't it? She may be overwhelming her circuit. She don't know no better. And Nicole does not intend for Kat to go through that, because Kat has gone through something much different than what Eva has gone through. And I think that she's trying to take care of her daughter's emotional, psychological needs. Because psychologically, I think this is gonna mess with Kat for a minute. I do. But that's my opinion. Okay. I think that's nice when a family's planning on how to deal with you before you even wake up. Carlton, now this was an interesting moment. I'm gonna need y'all to fill me in on this. Let me find this picture, because I went back to find this picture to make sure I had it. Hold on. Where art thou, picture? Okay, that's not it. Give me a second. Let me find this picture of Nicole. Not Nicole, of Naomi and Doctor. Oh, this one. Can somebody fill me in? Can one of y'all fill me in? E-Daddy, is you out there? I need somebody to fill me in. Carlton approaches Naomi about a consultation she missed. I'm sorry. What consultation? What consultation? Do y'all know about a consultation? I don't know nothing about a consultation. Do y'all know who? What consultation? By what? By who? By where? By when? By what? When did we see you call Carlton and say I need a favor? When did this happen? See, this is what I'm telling y'all, the Tyler Perry-ness of it all. What is this about? B.O. Purpose says, I didn't want it to come to this, but I'm calling the NAACP if Lynette isn't back on by next month. And I meant what I said. And I mean what I say. You know what? If you call and put all our names on there and tell them we want her back right now. She's a missing person. But when did something happen? What did we miss? Because I don't remember this conversation at all. I don't care what she got planned. When did this happen that he pulling her to the side talking about, you missed your you missed your consultation. Naomi, you missed your consultation, and we just want to come in and find out, whatever, when you come in up there to the office. Nah, I don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing about this at all. Anyway, she was like, look, I don't want to talk about that right now. I will make an appointment with your office. Don't be asking me about nothing out here in the public out here at this desk. Thank you. Y'all know Naomi's secretive. Mm-hmm. She made a referral to speak about her positive BRCA test, but she we don't know nothing about her talking to him. We don't know nothing about her talking to him. I don't know nothing about this. Y'all don't just throw in here that her and Carlton had a side meeting and that he knew something that Nicole didn't know. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because y'all ain't told us that. I don't like that. Last time we saw Carlton, he was getting politely and not politely kicked out of Nicole. Right. Child, And haven't we seen them talk since the whole tornado blew through town? Just a phone call. Anyway. Vanessa came over and checked on everybody before she left. She was like, y'all good? Everybody good? All right, I got to go sell a house. Bye-bye. I mean, have we... Okay, she said, well, y'all got... Everybody said they all right, so I got to go on and go now. Okay. See, I know she can have surgery. What I'm saying is that on script, when did we see Carlton and Naomi make a phone call, an appointment, come by his office? Don't be just dropping stuff on us. You know we look at every little detail around here. And you know we suspicious. But anyway, I don't think nothing going on between them. I'm just saying. Don't be throwing stuff in the script, Tyler Perry. Anyway, back over at the casino. Joey and Elon continue talking. I thought this was interesting. Dig this. So when they get through talking, Joey says, how's your other son? I believe you said his name was Isaiah. Hold on. Joey ain't supposed to know Isaiah? Joey ain't supposed to know Isaiah? Well, he got what's your other son? I know you got another son. What's that other son named Isaiah? Darlene, come to the front of the class, please, Darlene. Thank you. Please sit right down here in the front. We want to talk to you for a minute. Why Joey got to pretend that he don't know Isaiah, Darlene? Miss Darlene. Miss Holier than Darlene. Darlene. Why Joey got to pretend like he don't know Isaiah, man? Huh? Something mighty murky is going on in the water. Something going on down here in this water. As my auntie used to say, there's a dead cat on the line somewhere. There's something on the line somewhere. He was like, yeah, how's your other son doing? He was like, what you know about my son? He was like, oh, no. See, Vanessa had mentioned that Eva got hurt and that they were dating. And I was just wondering how they were. Elon was confused. I was confused. And then Joy said, if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. And it does seem to be really killing Joey that he can't go down there to the hospital and be with Isaiah. Darlene. Miss Darlene. Girl, let us find out that while you was down there operating that 911 panel, girl, that you found enough time for you and Joey to bake a cake up in this thing. Is that what you trying to tell? 'Cause girl.
So much fun baking cakes. So much fun baking cakes. Whee!
If I find out you and Joey done baked a cake up in her, and that the cake produced cupcakes and y'all got Isaiah. Now, Miss Darlene. Darlene. Girl. Darlene. Don't let us find out you and Joey had a thing. Let us find out. Let us find, girl. When I tell you, I'ma wear you out. I'ma wear you out. Cause something ain't right with this Joey and Isaiah thing. Anyway, moving on. Cause I don't like to be spreading gossip. I just like to talk about things, but I don't be spreading gossip. That be y'all. That don't be me. Now, over at the precinct, speaking of Darlene, she admits that she's trying harder with Eva because Isaiah's made it clear that she can't come around. If she can't come around, he won't be around. And one thing Darlene wants is her family together. So now, Miss Thing, Darlene, don't think we didn't catch that little side shade when they announced that Eva was okay either. Did y'all see that? When the phone call came in and they said Eva had made it, did you see that little side thing that Darlene had did? Like she was sorry Eva had made it. Huh? Because for somebody who spends a lot of time talking about other people's evil, I need to know you weren't secretly hoping that this girl wasn't going to make it just so that your son wouldn't be dating her. Was you? Not wanting your son to date somebody's one thing, girl, but hoping harm on them is a whole nother. I'm watching you. Darlene, I want you to know I got my eye close up on you, sis.
I heard about you. I was waiting on you at the door.
We waiting on you at the door, Darlene. I'm waiting on you at the door about that, and I'm waiting on the door for you about Isaiah. Because I got a feeling Eli ain't none of his dead. I think Joey that dated Pappy. I think Joey that baby Pappy. I do. Let me stop for a minute here. I see that we have someone new down in the comments, and I think the name, let me find, is Miss Tice. Let me make sure. Miss Tice, Miss TLCD. Okay. Thank you so much for commenting, and for doing so, you are now officially a gatekeeper. Welcome.
Hey ye, hey ye.
Gatekeepers, a decree from the
Hey ye, hey ye.
Gatekeepers, a decree from the Queen.
Enough. Be seated.
So welcome. Thank you so much for commenting. And don't forget to come on back here. And girl, on Friday nights, we really gets it in. We be here live with a live panel, and we talk about what happened that week on the gate. We all go a little bit. You bring you something to sip and eat on it, because we be here for a while, okay? You have to stay a spell. Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now, okay? All right, but anyway, welcome in. All right, getting back to what happened today. Let me get up here to these pictures, okay? So now, anyway, we got our eye on you, Darlene, and I mean our good eye. We got our good eye on you, Darlene, because girl, I think thou does protest too much. I think it's a reason why you always trying to call people out, because usually people be trying to call people out all the time is because you was the same way. I'm just saying. Now, back in Eva's room, Ted and oh, thank you, Elaine. Elaine has gifted one free membership, and that membership went to Frank G Live. So Frank, now you can go in there and watch that membership from yesterday. Thank you, Elaine, for doing that. I appreciate you so much. And let me see. I know what you like, Elaine, girl. Here you go, Elaine. Thank you, girl.
Out. Out.
Elaine gets tickled by the cat video, so I'm gonna send you that one, girl. But we ain't beating up on you today, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gifting that membership. I appreciate that so very much. And Frank G Life. Oh yeah, he said thank you. He said thanks, Elaine. Thank you. And she says, "Yay for Frank G Life. So happy for you. Welcome to another month's membership." Oh, that was nice. Thank you, guys. All right, so let's go down here and see what finished happening. Okay, so back in Eva's room, Ted and Isaiah and Leslie are in there, and they tell her that Eva donated part of her liver. And Eva looked stunned. She was like, what? And then Leslie says, I couldn't believe it either. And Leslie, now I'm going to tell you something. I ain't like that. Now, I don't know what you meant. You probably didn't mean it like that. But I'm just saying I ain't like that, girl. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I ain't like that. I mean, maybe you meant nothing, but this woman just gave your daughter a sliver of liver, girl. And I don't want a crumb of a side eye, a pitch of funkiness, a molecule of skepticism, nothing. I want you to tickle up, lock. I want you to hirsch. We're not going to start down the wrong slope, slipping and sliding. But now Isaiah gives Eva the bracelet that he made for her. He was like, look, baby, remember the bracelet I gave you for your birthday? I just wanted to bring it to you. I know you can't wear it right now, but at least you can hold it in your hand. She was smiling. I want me an Isaiah. I want somebody to come and bring me a bracelet to the hospital too. Teeny. But anyway, meanwhile, Danny admits that she doesn't know if she could still. Okay, let me say this while she was standing at the door. She was like, I don't know if I could give my liver, donate part of my liver to somebody I can't stand. That's what she was saying while she was looking in there on Cat. Girl, we don't need this kind of energy right now. This is the reason why Nicole got to have a meeting with y'all out in the hallway, because y'all about to come in here with the wrong energy and talking about the wrong mess. Did I say Cat? Oh, well, I'm saying, okay, I might have, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know I can get mixed up with y'all. Okay, so Danny is standing outside of Cat's room looking in, and she talking about how she don't think she could have did this. And I'm saying this is the reason why Nicole got to have a meeting. They got to huddle up in the hallway, and she got to say, don't go in there saying this. Don't go in there talking about that. Don't come in there talking that mess. Don't come in here with that. If it ain't something uplifting, something funny, something fun, something that she wants to talk about, don't do it. And you know people can hear you when they still knocked out cold. They ain't that sleep. So get out our doorway talking this mess. She done it now. And anyway, girl, when you said that that's just when Andre said that's just how Cat look when Cat that's how Cat is when she loves something. Who you talking about she love? Because I know you're not talking about Eva. I think you must mean how she loves her father, how she loves her family. I think Cat would want. I think Cat knew what losing Eva could do to Ted. But whatever the reason, it's still an incredible thing that she did. Then Andre got to leave. He got to go to a photo shoot. Now, Danny stays behind, and immediately my brain goes, uh-oh. Y'all know Bill's still out there somewhere. The hospital got 2 elevators. Listen to me now. It's got 2 elevators up in that thing. Because look. When Nicole and Ted had went in there to go see Eva. Let me find this picture for y'all. Hold on. Let me get up here close so I can find the one I'm looking for. Nicole got her hand on Ted with them big wide shoulders Ted got. Them big strong wide shoulders Ted got. She got her hand all up on the girl. You ain't got to touch on the man. I know she being sympathetic, but I'm just saying. But listen. So y'all know Bill coming by that hospital at some time, and they got 2 elevators up in this thing. Bill and Danny might get in one, and Ted and Nicole might get in this other one. At this point, we're gonna get a new soap opera called Stuck in the Elevator. Just keep on. Y'all just keep on. Because you already know that elevator over there be getting stuck at that hospital. We ain't forget. Meanwhile, Ted and Nicole stand together over Cat. Nicole places her hand on Ted's shoulder. Oh, child, the electricity is thick up in here, I thought. Anyway, don't y'all get in the elevator. Please don't. Because don't trade places with what Danny and Bill been through. Because they really do know what it's like, Miss Seeley. They know what it's like to want to sing and have it beat at you. They do. Okay? They know what it's like. Don't trade places with them. Now, a little later, Ted returns to Eva's room. And Eva's first question is, how is Cat? And Ted tells her that Cat is still unconscious, and Eva looks genuinely concerned. Then back over at Cat's room, when he got back over there, where he and Nicole was, all of a sudden, Cat's heart rate starts jumping. And it went all the way up to 103, her heart rate. Is that high? Is y'all in the nursing field? For a resting heart rate, 103, I guess that's pretty high for just laying there. So the doctors came and rushed in, pushing everybody out the way. Move, move, move. And they was like, oh my God, what's going on? And so they stood in the doorway looking. I was like, oh my God, what's going on? Because I know y'all better not take Cat up out of here. I know y'all better not take Cat up out of here. Not even in a dream sequence. We don't want it. And don't have to hit her with them pedals and stuff either, because that stuff is painful. Don't do that to Cat. Ain't enough room for all these people here. Y'all got to get out. One nurse, one doctor. Where the rest of the people at? Where the team? If this was my family, I need 6 nurses, 4 doctors, and 2 specialists, a respiratory therapist, and somebody running with a clipboard. I need all of the people in here. If my people, if the bells and chimes is going off, but they standing in the doorway in horror. Now, meanwhile, down the hallway, the family's standing out there chilling. They don't know what's going on. They celebrating Martin out there. That he done made it. You know, he said that he won the primary because 90% of the vote is in, and he's smiling, everybody hugging. Then they notice the medical staff running by in the background. And I'm like, what in the hoot and the blowfish is going on? Hold on, let me find this picture because I know I got that picture. Hold on. Where that picture of that lady running by? Hold on, let me find it. My pictures are not in order, you guys. Hold on. Is this it? No. I know that ain't it either. Hold on. Family in the hallway. I must have not uploaded that one. But it was a good shot I had too, of the lady running in the background. I know that's not it. That's not it. Because these pictures are small that I'm looking at, so I have to kind of figure. These are the beginnings, so that's not it. Okay. Anyway, the family was standing out there in the hallway, and the nurse was running by in the background. Now, 103 is not that high. I mean, for a resting heart rate. Her heart rate. That's her heart rate. 103 resting heart rate. Okay. Anyway, everybody out there smiling and laughing, having a nice time. You know, celebrating that Martin looked like he done won this primary. And then the medical staff go taking off. And now here's my question. Shanice. Everybody running right down the hallway to the room. And they was like, are they going to Cat's room? You standing there at the desk. You the head nurse. How are you the last person to know something is happening in Cat's room? How? How you standing there still on the computer? How? A nurse done ran by. You supposed to take off, ma'am. Shanice looking confused. Girl, I'm confused. Danny came back over. She was like, yeah, her heart rate shot up. Ted and Nicole are standing there in the doorway. They watching. But Shanice, how you ain't get the notification, girl? You the head nurse, girl. Are you or are you not in charge of the girls? I'm just saying, girl, get down at a room 107, 602, 753, whatever it is, get down there. All right, y'all, let me see what's happening down in these comments. Hold on. I'm gonna scroll up. Y'all been down here talking. I just scroll and stop. I wish Leslie were a real black leather wearing villain like she was at first instead of this couture wearing clown. Oh my God. Some of these people saying nice things about Cat, and yet 2 days ago was saying she was mean and cruel and spoiled and needed to leave. Now, I don't know. I said she's spoiled, but again, what does that have to do with her entire personality? Part of her personality is spoiled. And Elaine, I'm going to tell you honestly, I'm over here saying things about Cat's character today that are all favorable. And why are y'all trying to find issues with that? This is what I mean. I want you to understand that this is what I tell y'all do now. I ain't said nothing negative about Cat today. But I'm going to go on through these comments. You know, y'all free to say it how you feel. I don't care. I will join the membership Oh, and then you ended up getting one. See that? See that? YouTube was listening. Greetings, Frank G Live. Okay. Elaine says, Elon is so tough, but I think I can loosen him up if he was stuck in an elevator during a tornado. If we was scared for our lives, girl. I'm like, so you scared or you? I'm nervous. I'm very nervous, officer. I am. I'd be busting out crying. I'd be like, just hug me for a minute. Just hug me for a minute. I might have Rhonda because I don't know. Sometimes I get to talking and say the wrong word. All right. It's crazy that Martin and Nicole are not at the hospital. Oh, that agitated me. Kat didn't deserve that. They really don't care about Kat. I don't know that they don't care about Kat, but because they do love her. I'm not going to say they don't care about her, but I think that I don't know. But I'm definitely not about to say they don't care about Kat because I don't agree with that. That's too broad a statement for me. My brother snuck into the recovery room to see me while I was still anesthetic. I know my sister used to do. Let me tell y'all something. They would, if my mama and them was up in something, and they'd be like, y'all can't. My sister spent the night everywhere my mama was. Okay. Down in the critical unit, my sister was there. She wasn't going nowhere. Okay. She'd be like, nah, baby, I'm about to be right here with my mama. Because if she need to use the bathroom, she gonna use the bathroom. And if she move, I'm gonna be here. And if she do, and then at one time my mother was so out of it that she would wake up and she was pulling at her that tube that they had in her, and me and my sister stayed in the room because we just wanted to be aware when she was touching it we could stop her. My sister was like, because I'm gonna tell y'all something, I done seen 2 people fall out the bed up in here, because I'm about to tell you, if my mama fall out this bed, if I come back here and my mama done fell out this bed, and I'm trying to tell you, my sister was not just talking, she didn't talk, she meant what she said. She said, I'm telling y'all now, if I come back here and my mama done fell out the bed, it's going to be heck to pay for y'all up in here, and I promise you that. So you best just leave me be. I'm sitting over here quiet. Don't bother me. They left her alone. They left her alone. Every single time. My sister did not play no game. Anyway, so I don't know how I feel about that. But, okay, Lane, but that's what I'm talking about. Viewers in the bushes, it don't cost you a thing to hit the like button. Hit the like button. I like both of them. It doesn't matter to me. Elaine, you're a mess, and I agree about Elon. I ain't see it to see what she said about Elon. I guess I didn't go up far enough. I don't care about Vanessa and Joy today. I didn't care about them today either, but I did care about Joey and Darlene. I did. Because I caught that. Oh, I caught that. All right. Leslie can't change today, but tomorrow she would change back, probably so. I agree with Jen. Nicole attended a conference. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but I wouldn't have been at one. A Willis 244 was reminding me that the name was Darlene. I like the change they're trying to make in Leslie, but it's too quick and too unrealistic, even with the big trauma. Yeah, there were ways that this could have been rolled out, but then again, they didn't know if they were going to make it past season 1 to 2. Maybe this has to do with it, and now that they have 2 years, they can coast through some things. We'll see. We're going to give them a chance, y'all. Greetings to all. Hope I didn't miss anything. Leslie is still the same Leslie. She is worrying about her daughter. She sure will, because as the saying goes, a leopard never changes its spots. Unless they're going to change them right back. Didn't Tomas and Eva have lunch a couple of months ago? Why is mad at him when Eva is not? Wait, didn't Tomas and Eva have a lunch a couple? I don't know if they had lunch or they saw each other and just ended up eating together or talking or something. I don't know that they had like a lunch, but I don't know. But you know, when somebody love you though, Elaine, they, especially men, baby, men territorial. You done hurt my baby. That's it. That's all. It's up and stuck. Yesterday was doing the doggone thing. Oh yeah, the membership yesterday was good, and we haven't forgotten how his baby was all up in Tomas's face. Are you talking about Eva? Oh, okay, I guess that happened. Do you mean since they broke up? Because I don't remember that, but okay. Miss Lillian Force says, "Good evening, everyone. Good evening to you too. I really enjoyed yesterday's chat. It is jealous of Tomas. He might be, because he is getting quite a different treatment than he's getting, but we'll see what happens. And he got Eva, which he did want, but decided to go with Kat. I don't know why I feel like Tomas likes Kat, But I feel like Tomas chose Kat because he's trying to social climb. I do. And I frankly think Kat deserves more. I said that before. You're right. Only the cousins was there for Kat as far as blood, Tomas. Tomas was there too. Yeah, he was at the hospital. hmm Most men don't want to see a past man who, yeah, that's right. They don't. They don't. Vanessa is so messy. Hey, Miss Jen. Hey, Venice. I know somebody named Vernice. That's why I'm always almost saying Vernice, just so that you know. Absolutely, true Miss Anita is grace personified. She is. She reminds me of my cousin. I'm not kidding. Martin's comment about the encouragement was crazy. He went fully off on her. That's not encouragement. Wait, Martin's comment about she needed the encouragement was crazy. I've been here before. Okay. I know you have, Venice. I agree with you. No one made Kat have surgery but Kat. I think she made her own decision, is what I'm trying to say. I do not feel that Kat felt like I gotta have the surgery. I'm going to 100% give credit to Kat for having made that decision for herself. And I don't see no need to add in that somebody forced her. I think I think that it was such a big thing for her to do. So I want Kat to have 100% responsibility and credit for having made that decision for herself. I think it is something to admire. No one made okay, I got that one. Agree, she made it on her own, but I don't think it was for the right reason. She did it for Ted, not because she really wanted to. Well, if she did it for her dad, if she did it for Eva, if she did it for whoever, she did it. And she didn't have to do it for nobody. Uh for Martin to say that is saying that he wanted to push her, even though he said it gently, but it was gentle. If he what, don't you think that that's naturally what's going to happen though? That your family's going to be like, you should think about it, just get tested, blah blah blah. I just think that's what would happen. Elaine. I really do. It gets on my nerves how everybody keeping secrets, yet they talk in open spaces and turning their back so they don't see people over here in the conversation. Child, we hear you. I know we in there. We hear. The gatekeeper's definitely gonna heard it. Okay. She was not made, but she was pushed. Okay. Vanessa is dumb as a box of rocks. She needs to stop pressing joy when it comes to her friends. Tomas has to work for almost every major happening. Wait a minute. Tomas has to work for almost every major happening with her and her family are there. So, yes, you will not be first. In my opinion, Tomas didn't act like he was that concerned about Kat. I think that's how it's being played. That's just why I'm reading it that way. Who gives a rip about the election when lives are in balance? What does strategize mean? Does that mean motherly? Tomas gives me cheating vibes. Sounds like someone you do work with situation, not a loving mother. Tomas needs to go next. He's not a match for Kat, and these hospital scenes confirm that. I hate that they write Kat like this while Leslie is emotional about her child. They write Nicole coldly. Maybe Nicole is cold because Nicole is buttoned up. She's used to being perfect. So I think that how Nicole deals with things is to lean into her knowledge and not her emotions so much. And then I think when she gets away from people, she's emotional. Let's talk about the Carlton scene. Yes, they didn't understand that. We have no idea what Naomi is doing because she has not seen or heard of this. I didn't want to call. Oh yeah, be on purpose. So he called the NAACP if they don't get um, Lynette back up in here. Carlton realized she hasn't told her family about the positive BRCA gene. Yeah, but we ain't talked about that though. I missed most of the show because Cable decided not to act a complete fool. It was good. I'm glad I wasn't the only one confused by that Carlton and Naomi scene. I didn't get that. If Naomi contemplating removing her breast ahead of him, if she is, we ain't talked about that. So what you mean, what appointment did she miss? When she talked to you, sir, what text message? We need to know. Don't be sliding information. Y'all know we knows it. Naomi and Carlton look good together though. They do, don't they? I ain't want to say it, but they do. She made a referral to speak about her positive BRCA test for the breast cancer. Yeah, but with him, he's a plastic surgeon, not about the BRCA gene. Is Naomi planning to get some work done? You know what? Knowing Naomi, she would have her breasts removed, have them redone, play like she was out of town, and come back with brand new chests. And husband be like, something look different. What you do, girl? Last time we saw Carlton, he was getting not politely kicked out of Nicole's office when Kyle walked in. Kat needs and deserves as much recovery of support psychologically and physically as Eva. Right. And I think that because this family can be all over the place, Nicole is like, y'all gonna have to reel some of that in. Here's the game plan. You can possibly have reconstructive surgery. Remember her making an appointment? If Naomi and Carlton get together, Nicole will be heated. Yeah, they can't get together now. They can never get together. They better not ever get together. Your mama done been there. We don't do that. She received a call from the office about her appointment, but she canceled to deal with Ashley. With Carlton? I don't know. I might not remember what happened to Peaches, but I know Naomi never contacted Carlton on screen. Right, not on screen. We don't know nothing about that. Could she be planning to start elimination body parts to get treatment? I don't know. How did they know about how did Joy know about the other son? What he told him is that Vanessa mentioned it. And that Elon has mentioned it. So he's like, because that's what he went with. He was like, you said your son is what you said your son's name was. You think you said his name is what, Isaiah? I don't understand why we playing crazy like a fox. Darlene. Girl, let us find out, baby. When I tell you I'm going to come in here because I'm going to clown, somebody going to have to call a circus because I'm going to be fixing the clown. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but who told Joy to help him? I think this Joy's son. I don't care what y'all say. I'm not holding my breath for a climatic episode. Naomi canceled an appointment on the phone, but we don't know who she was talking to. Yeah, There was a scene where she went to his office, but they didn't show him talk. What scene was this, child? Let me know, because I don't remember that. Miss Jen, I'm suspicious about Darlene and Joey, too. I'm very suspicious. I am. Sounds like the tea is about to be spilled as far as Isaiah goes. Darlene. I bet Leslie would be the first one to find out about Ooh, now that's the way we needed to come out. But Leslie trying to turn over a new leaf. Just let Elon find it out. Let Jacob find it out. Cake produced cupcakes. They did. I think Isaiah is a cupcake of Joey's. I do. Miss Tice says thank you. Or TLC. Miss TLC said thank you, Linda. Elaine says, so now we're supposed to have a soap with all the people with no conflict. Leslie changed, Darlene changed, the Duprees changed their mind about Leslie. Now what? Oh, I'm sure they'll come up with some stuff. Miss Elaine gifted that membership. Thank you very much. Okay. Now you know Leslie is not going to change. That would be a good storyline, Darlene and Joy. It would. And we get to have flashbacks and all that. Everybody's thanking you, Elaine. All you got to do is come sideways at Bill to get you a cat video. That's all. I'm going to surprise y'all one day with something different. Watch. I'm going to have to pick me another character. Just hold on. I think you mean cat, Miss Jen. I might have had a slip of the tongue. Kelly S says, good evening to y'all. Be on Purpose says, glad they fixed Danny's wig because when she went to Bill's office to silence him, that wig was heavy. You know what? Be on Purpose. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, Lord. Ladies, I'm going to tell y'all something. Wig wearing has gotten to a point now where men are able to look at them wigs and critique them wigs. Now, they be like, yeah, the baby hairs ain't laying down right. I can see the braids up there. You got the bump up there at the top. Men, they know how to critique that thing now like it's your regular hair. You got to be careful. They got knowledge now. Danny, get over yourself, especially since you might be busted for cheating on Andre, your ex-husband. She gonna get busted. This show lives in the elevator moment. They do. It's trapped in the elevator. All the elevator music. La 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 la. Ooh. La 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 la. La 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 la. Uh-huh. I'm just waiting for Ted and Nicole to embrace each. I am too. And let me tell y'all something. If Ted have any reason to stop over there to Nick O's house anytime soon, just know that if he got that gold chain on when he go over there and that high karate cologne on, baby, it's gonna be get up, get up, get up, get up. Even better, Miss Jen, Love an Elevator, named after an old song by Aerosmith. I gotta find that in. What was Kat's heart rate and her blood pressure? That was her heart rate. Boom, 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 boom. Resting at 103 is high. My resting rate was 112. She's unconscious. It wasn't a cold blue. Shanice in the back. I don't understand that. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be that high, but it's not like an immediate danger. Lightning Stone says a normal resting heart rate for adults is between 60 and 100. 103 is not dangerously high. It's high enough. It's not. It said nothing about the chat. Wait, I said nothing about your cat hatred today. Cat hatred? I ain't no cat hatred. I think Joey may be Isaiah's bio dad. I do too. Miss Jen, my comment about people saying two things 2 days ago when Cat was directed. Okay, girl, was said something. Then the cat video was almost apropos, girl. I would love for Darlene to have some splaining to do. Yes, Darlene, you got some splaining to do. Leslie will and should always be a villain. Yes, Cat deserves so much more suitable than Tomas. Be Slow is here today. Hey, Be Slow. Deep down, the show is kind of good. Person Cat really is this. Wait a minute. Deep down shows the kind of good person Cat really is, despite all of her brattiness. She loves first and foremost and will do anything for them. I said that yesterday. Yes. I feel like down the line, Tomas and Cat won't be together. They don't need to be. It's a soap. I don't expect anybody other than Vernon and Anita to still be together long term. And I'm telling y'all, Vernon gonna have done something in the past. And Anita gonna leave him for a minute because she got to think about it. You betrayed me during the time and before my people, and they knew and I didn't know. You can leave, Vernon, and check into the hotel. And then if Anita go on 1-2 dates, I ain't gonna know what to do with myself. Tomas remained emotionless during the tornado and hospital scenes, in my opinion. This show should turn Tomas into a serial unaliver. Why y'all want to make Tomas do that? Joey likes to cook now. Mm-hmm. Ted and Nicole will be making cakes in the house. They will. They're going to preheat that oven and boom, it's going to be a cake. Vernon is Leslie's father. That would be too much because like people had said the other day, if Vernon had messed around and cheated with Barbara, and that was part of the reason why Barbara had to take her life, because she couldn't believe that she had did this thing to her friend Anita. Baby, let there be a letter left behind. And Vernon, that baby daddy. I'm gonna fall out. But I would love it. I would. Dante Green is Leslie's father. We said that, but I don't want that no more. I mean, I could go for a little Leslie. I could go for a little Barbara, Vernon. Because Vernon likes for his secrets to be buried down 6 feet deep. I'm still waiting for Barbara to come. Do anybody remember them saying when they was at Barbara funeral? How did she go? Did she jump in the ocean? Was there a body? Because, baby, if she mess around and knock on that door, if Barbara show up at that door, y'all, you talk about I'm gonna be ready to fall out. Y'all could give us the drama, all the drama that we want. Scarlett Speedster said Vernon is not Leslie's father. Stop with that rumor. She ain't about to have y'all spreading that vicious gossip over here like that. Vernon and Anita should stay clean but slightly roughened. Not blackened and dirty. Side babies are too dirty. No, not if side babies happened back in 1960-ish. I believe he slept with Barbara more than he. See, Vernon was the man back in the day, and he was young and tender back then. You know, he might have did a couple things. Did they say she took sleeping pills? I don't know. Barbara pop out herself sabotadoxy. They said that she pop out herself. I don't know. We don't know. Anyway, let me take a look at what's coming up tomorrow. You know, we like to get it in, say what's going to happen tomorrow. Put a little spoil in here for y'all. Hold on. Hold on to your love. You got to hold on. Yeah, yeah. You got to hold on to your love. Okay, hold on. Let me find it. Here we go. Yeah, because we need something bigger than an anniversary reveal. We need some. I mean, we got all the makings to have some mess. Just be messy. Have us all about to slap the TV on the floor. And when they do it, I hope they do something out the blue that we did not see coming. Like she goes, I received it. Like I want Vernon to come home one day and Anita goes, I received a letter from Barbara today that was supposedly sent to me that I never received, and I got it. According to the letter, before Barbara took her life, she said that you and her had an affair. I need for that to go down. I need for her to be like, Vernon, I just received a recording of Barbara talking. And according to what she said, she couldn't take betraying me after I thought that I had betrayed her. But it turns out that you, Vernon, and Barbara had a baby. And that baby is Leslie. I needed to come out the blue from around the corner when we was least expecting it. That's the way I want it. Okay? That's just the way I want it. All right, Tuesday. Nicole and Tay. Sit vigil. Hold on one second. I want to change this picture because at the end I want to leave Kat's picture up here. Kat done deserved to see all this she going through, and y'all sitting up here acting like this baby ain't going through what she going through. I don't like it. Kat deserved better than this. Is it a picture of her mama and her daddy in there? Okay, I'll just leave it here. Okay. Nicole and Ted sit vigil over their daughter while Tomas leans on the Duprees. So I guess things are not going to get too much better tomorrow, huh? Martin and Eva are both feeling guilt-ridden, while Kat has a surreal experience. Wonder what that will be. Kat has a surreal experience. Okay, I like to put it together as it goes. So Andre questions Danny's experience during tornado. We don't really care. Either tell it or don't tell it. While Naomi confronts Bill about her having her mother on his mind. And Tomas stuns Chelsea. And Vernon disagrees with Anita. What Tomas gonna do? Say, marry me while she out cold? Thursday, Haley walks in on Bill and Danny having a heated exchange. Ted receives a surprise request. Anita meets with Dr. Bauer for a major update. And Ashley gives Grayson some hope for the future. Friday. Leslie's announcement induces panic. Joey has a preposition for Vanessa while Deanna seeks some much needed advice from those whom she trusts. One family celebrates wins while a set of siblings compete with each other. Okay, so I think it's about to be between Kat and Martin about him. You know what? I'm about to be mad this week. I'm about to be mad on Friday. If Kat got to compete with her brother because he done won this stupid election while she laid up recovering and recuperating, I'm about to be mad. I'm about to be mad because she don't deserve that. Nah. Let me catch y'all last comments and I'm gonna get out of here. Hold on. Let me get back to this. I believe he slept with Barbara more than he is the father. So he's the father of Leslie. I think that they said Barbara took sleeping pills. Barbara popped out herself. That storyline would be bigger than the anniversary reveal. Sounds real interesting. They have mentioned nothing with Vernon and Barbara that's even being familiar. Even being familiar. Oh yeah, they know. Oh yeah, now don't forget now they met when Vernon met Anita, she had not made it yet. Or did she tell Vernon that there was but listen, maybe Vernon met her before he met her. They ain't had to meet in the group. Don't be trying to mess up our wanting to mess up want some mess. Okay. They have mentioned nothing with Vernon and Barbara even being familiar. So this theory is just fiction. I would rather have someone come and hit on Vernon today than he did something. Nope, I don't want Vernon to do nothing today. Nope. Unfortunately, can we get two sad babies? You know, you mean surgery can be risky? Wow, you mean surgery can be risky? Who said? I don't know who you're addressing. Probably a near unalive sequence because they made it seem like she needed to give Eva nail polish last week. And I mean Martin, Eva, Ted, and Iz. Or what would the world be like without you? I must have missed something. They're going to show her in a dream state. I bet. Yeah, I think they're going to show her dreaming something too. But what will she dream? Remember Danny and Andre from the 70s. Yeah, now this one thing I do need casting to work on. Y'all need for these people to look like the people they playing now. We do need that. We need the believability of that because Bill did not turn light skin in his old age now. Unless he had a touch of the vitiligo. Bill ain't just turned light skin. And Bill light skin. So don't do that. Don't do that. Remember Danny and Andre from the 70s. Yes. All right, y'all gatekeepers. That's my take on today's episode. Now I want to hear what you think. Did Leslie mean? Hold on one second. Let me type this up now. Then I won't have to do it later. Did Leslie mean anything by that little comment she made? Yeah, I was shocked that she did it too. Is Darlene really gonna change? Is Leslie gonna change? Why Joey acting like he don't know about Isaiah? It's a lot of questions. It's a lot of interesting questions. What's happening in Kat's head, y'all think? How you think she gonna feel when she wake up? What if she wakes up and she's got something permanently wrong with her? Whatever it could be. She may come out of this and have her memory or something affected for a little while. We don't know. Something may not work for a minute. You don't know. Anyway, put your thoughts down in the comments, those of you who are in the replay gang, and let us know what you think about what happened on today's episode. And if you enjoyed today's recap, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share the channel. Please share the channel with others so that the channel can grow. I appreciate the views and I appreciate the likes, but if you actually become a subscriber, which is free for you to do, just subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And a special thanks to our moderators, our members, our replay gang, and everyone who chooses to spend part of their day with us right here. And before we get out of here, let's say a thank you to the gang.
Katie Mommy, Bilo Dee, Destiny H, Cousin Linda, Elaine T, Belinda Hill, and the Raven Maniac. ya.
All right. And what was I going to? Oh, and thank you again, Elaine, for the gifted membership. And for our new gatekeepers who were here discussing with us today, make sure you come back. So if you're not a member yet, you missed yesterday's Beyond the Gates Behind the Gate membership meetup. We had a time. So consider joining the membership, because we're going to be doing more of things like that for sure. Membership has its privileges, honey. Now listen, I can't sit over here gossiping with y'all all night long. I know you do, but listen, I do hope that you're having a great day. And if not, remember there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? All right, I'll talk to y'all later, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.